friends, welcome to the Point. In this session, we are discussing about the life in the deserts. While discussing about the topic water, we know the importance of water, and we know that water means it is life to plants, animals as well as people, and it is very difficult for anyone to sustain in the place where there is no water to drink, where there is no grass for their cattle to feed, and where there is no water to help the crops to grow. And such a place is called as desert. Desert, it is an arid region which is characterized by extremely high or low temperature, and it has a very scarce vegetation. Let's consider an example of Sahara Desert, and it is the largest hot desert in the world. And also Sahara Desert, it is said to be the third largest desert after Antarctica and Arctic. Sahara Desert, it has an area of around 8.54 million square kilometer. The Sahara Desert, it also touches 11 countries. If we look through the map where the Sahara Desert is located, we can see that the desert touches 11 countries. They are Morocco, Western Sahara, Mauritania, Mali, Niger, Chad, Sudan, Egypt, Libya, Tunisia, and Algeria. If we imagine a desert, a picture strikes in our mind. That is the land covered with sand. But Sahara Desert, it is covered with the gravel plains and elevated plateaus with bare rocky surface. This rocky surface, it may be more than 2,500 meter high at some places. The climate of the Sahara Desert is scorching hot and parched dry. It has a short rainy season. The sky is cloudless and it is very clear, and here the moisture evaporates faster than it accumulates. Days are very hot in the Sahara Desert, and the temperature during the day, it may be high as 50 degrees Celsius, which heats up the sand and the bare rocks, which in turn it radiates heat, making everything hot around it. The nights may be freezing cold with temperatures nearing 0 degrees. Vegetation in the Sahara Desert, it has cactus, date palms and acacia. In some places, there are oases, green islands with date palms surrounding them. Camels, hyenas, jackals, foxes, etc. They are the many varieties of snakes and lizards that are prominent animal species that are living in this desert. The Sahara Desert, in spite of having harsh climate, it has been inhabited by various groups of people. Among them, Bedouins and Tuaregs, these groups are nomadic tribes who rear their livestock such as goats, sheep, camels and horses. The oasis in the Sahara and the Nile Valley in the Egypt, it supports settled population. Since water is available, the people grow date palms. Crops such as rice, wheat, barley and beans are also grown. Egyptian cotton, which is famous all over the world, it is grown in Egypt. The discovery of the oil, a product in great demand throughout the world in Algeria, Libya and Egypt, it is constantly transforming the Sahara Desert. Other minerals found in this area are iron, phosphorus, manganese and uranium. Tuaregs are the people, they are seen acting as guides to the foreign tourists. More and more nomadic herdsmen are taking to the city life, finding jobs in oil and gas operations. Unlike hot deserts, there are cold deserts too. For example, Ladakh in our country, India. Ladakh is a cold desert that lies in the Great Himalayas on the eastern side of Jammu Kashmir. This desert has gained an importance from its strategic location at the crossroads of important trade routes in the past. But the Chinese authorities closed the borders with Tibet and Central Asia in 1960s, and from then on international trade was dwindled except for tourism. And since from 1974, Government of India, it has successfully encouraged tourism in Ladakh. The largest town in Ladakh is Leh, which is followed by Kargil, and each is a district. The Leh district, it contains river Indus, Shyok and Nubra river valleys, whereas the Kargil district it contains Suru, Dras and Janskar river valleys. Ladakh is one of the most sparsely populated region in India, and its culture and history it is closely related to Tibet. Ladakh lies in Great Himalayas on the eastern side of Jammu Kashmir and the Karakoram range in the north and the Janskar mountains in the south. The altitude in Ladakh it varies from 3000 meter in Kargil to more than 8000 meter in the Karakoram range, and due to its very high altitude the climate is extremely cold and dry. The air at this altitude is very thin that the heat of the sun can be felt intensely. The day temperatures in summer are just above 0 degrees Celsius, and at the night temperature will be below minus 30 degrees Celsius. And it is very freezing cold in winters when the temperatures remain below minus 40 degrees Celsius for most of the time. And as it lies in the rain shadow area of the Himalayas, there is very little rainfall. We can say about 10 centimeters of rain every year. And the area it experiences freezing winds and burning hot sunlight. Ladakh is also known as Kappa Chan, which means snow land. Due to high aridity, the vegetation is very sparse, and there are scanty patches of grasses and shrubs for animals to graze. Several species of birds are sighted in Ladakh, like robins, redstarts, Tibetan snowcock, raven. These are common, but some of these are also migratory birds. The animals of Ladakh are wild goats, wild sheep, yak and special kind of dogs. The similarity between the people living in Ladakh and the inhabitants of Tibet and Central Asia are they are either Muslims or Buddhist. In fact, several Buddhist monasteries dot the Ladakhi landscape with their traditional gompas. Some famous monasteries are Hemis, Tikse, She and Lamayuru. Leh is the capital city of Ladakh and it is well connected by both road and air. The National Highway 1A it connects Leh to Kashmir Valley through the Zojila Pass. Tourism is a major activity where tourists from India as well as abroad come and visit Ladakh. See you in the next session with some other interesting topic. Thank you.